Hello, everyone. I am back. We just finished the last block of the evening. We watched a couple short films that were absolutely amazing. They're all back there signing autographs, and I'm about to do the last interview of the evening with one of the filmmakers from these short films. So don't go anywhere because I'm gonna come back with that filmmaker. I'll be back soon. I'm back and I am joined now by Jake Myers, everyone. Hello, Jake. How are you this evening?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing so good. It is the end of day 2, and it was such an adventure-filled day. And I'm excited for this interview because it's one of the few ones where I actually got to see the film beforehand,
Oh, great.
before the interview. So I kind of know like what's going on. But
Yeah.
a lot of the people tuning in and seeing this online didn't have the opportunity to see the film. So tell us a little bit about Kombucha.
So Kombucha follows Luke, who wants to be a musician, but he takes a corporate job because he needs a corporate job, like he needs to make a living.
Okay.
And everyone at the office drinks this kombucha that makes them really good at work. But as Luke finds out, when he finally gives in to the corporate pressure and he drinks the kombucha, that it has horrible side effects.
Okay. And where did this inspiration come? Is this like something from your own life experience?
Yeah, it was personal for both the co-writer and myself. Like
Okay.
he took a corporate job. I take a lot of commercial work,
Okay.
and both of us want to just make goofy movies or horror movies. Like, that's what we want to do. We need to do another thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it kind of makes you feel ill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, and you really portrayed that so well
Yeah.
in this film, and the style is really neat. It's very like colorful, and the framing is just it's a very like specific style, including like the credits.
Oh, yeah,
like the
thank you.
art, it's like so beautiful. Where did that like is that from your team collaborate? Were you guys like, hey, let's make it in this kind of
Right.
line? Like,
Well, I talked to my DP, Matt Brown, pretty extensively. I was like, I want it to be locked down until he drinks it. And then we go handheld from that moment. And all of his framing choices were just right on.
yeah,
Like, I made a storyboard and he was like, okay, I'm going to change this and this and this, and it'll work. And I trusted him. And I'm so happy I did. The end credits was a thing that I just designed.
That's you.
Yeah.
Wow.
So most of my corporate work is motion graphics.
Okay.
So I do a lot of like credits.
I love that. It really stood out to me. There were a lot of like very clever credits, but that one I was like, it was visually very pleasing and it was really nice. But I also felt like it was in the kind of style of the film. Like it was really kudos to you. So I know the answer to this because I watched the Q&A. But tell us a little bit about how like the journey of being able to make it, how you got the gear and the team to make this a reality.
So I had this short script, and a friend of mine, John Codney, said, if you ever want to borrow a camera, I'll loan you a camera and then put my production company's name on it, Take Care Productions. So I had the script, I showed it to him, and I said, can we do the camera deal? And he said, I'll do you one better. I have a bunch of gear left over from a commercial shoot for a weekend. You can borrow all of it for the weekend, and then we can make this production happen and make it look slick, and then let's try to push it to festivals.
Wow.
And if people like it, let's make a feature.
And talk about timing, because I imagine it was like, oh, look, how convenient. There's some gear just sitting here. So everything kind of lined up. What would you say was some like a struggle, like a little obstacle course to get to the finish line?
We had to film it all in a day because that was the time that we had all the gear. And trying to do practical effects and like wiping goop off of people in between takes, it's a thing.
How many hours were you on set?
We kept it. Well, I was there probably 15 hours, but I think we kept everyone from the crew, like the main cast and crew, 12 hours.
Wow.
Which I think is
pretty good for everything
it,
that you shot in that day. What was your favorite part?
The bathroom scene. Shooting the bathroom scene was so fun and weird, and Terrence Carey, the lead actor, was amazing.
He was so good.
He was so good.
Did you put out a casting notice? Did you do auditions, or is this someone you knew you worked with before? How did that get cast?
So I knew I wanted Second City people because I feel like comedic actors can pull off horror really well for some reason. Like they know how to make it feel believable and feel real, and like a twinge of humor. Like I don't know, it just helps the medicine go down the horror, right? So I got Terrence from Second City, Claire from Second City, and Andy, the guy who had the first.
Yeah,
film,
yeah.
Um,
It was so good.
yeah, he's great.
So, but did you go to Second City and you're like, hey, I'm looking for some, like, how?
I just emailed them, and I was like, I've worked with these people from Second City, and they're like, oh, I'm friends with that person, and so I'm sure they called each other like, is this guy?
Did you ask them to do like an audition just to see, or were you like, you'd know if they're here?
We did a lot of rehearsals
Oh, okay.
beforehand, just to like make sure that the chemistry would work,
Yeah.
and they were great. And Claire and Terrence had performed on a team together before, like
Okay.
a bunch of times,
Okay.
so I knew they'd have chemistry.
Yeah. No, it was from everything from like your cast to the crew to the location. I mean, it was just like an all around amazing film. Are you
Thank you.
a script writer first? Like, is this
I would say
you work in
director.
commercial? Okay.
Yeah, director first. Jeff Backen, he's the screenwriter first,
Okay.
and he came to me with the feature script, which we based this off of. So he and I worked together to try to whittle it down from like 94 pages down to 7.
So there's a feature script.
Yeah.
Oh, but is it the same? Like, because
Yeah.
man, taking 93 pages and bringing that down to a short, that's hard.
Yeah.
Was it hard?
Yeah.
I've never done it, so I'm saying like I know what that entails, but
Well, I think the core concept was something I was just like, Jeff, this is a really good core concept.
yeah.
Like, we need to show proof of it so that we can make this feature.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was hard, but we wanted to do it.
Yeah.
You know, like when you feel motivated, it feels less awful to do that work.
How long did that process take from going from the feature to the short? Was it relatively quick? Did it take some time?
It was not about a month
Okay.
because we just went back and forth rapid fire with outlines
Okay.
for ways to make it 7 pages. And then Jeff filled in a feature. I did 2 revisions. He did 2 revisions. Then we're done.
Interesting. Very cool. So now you guys are working on making the feature.
Right.
Awesome. Cool. Well, thank you so much for sitting down with me. Kind of an extensive Q&A. The film is
This was great.
fantastic. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it was a really great film. It was so great to get to like ask you more like in-depth questions I saw, and I was like, I have so many questions, and Kelly got a bunch of them, but now I feel so honored that I got to sit down and tell you it was an incredible film. So congratulations, and I can't wait to see the feature.
Thank you so much. It was great chatting with you.
Of course. Likewise. Are you here tomorrow?
Yeah.
Awesome. So I'll see you tomorrow.
See you then.
Thank you. All right, guys. That wraps up day 2 of Yucca Valley Film Festival. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will be here tomorrow. We start at 1 o'clock with the piano demonstrations, how to make music for film. So I will see all of you guys tomorrow. Have a great night.